The 5 companies I'm about to talk about create the perception of luxury around the world, producing cars so captivating that even grown adults can't take their eyes off them as they pass by. In this video, you'll learn the stories behind the world's greatest supercar brands. Every brand has a different story, and each one is impressive enough to leave you amazed. Enjoy the video. 5. Ferrari. Enzo Ferrari was born in Modena, Italy in 1919. As a child, he fell in love with motorsport after watching an automobile race. That passion changed his life, and he decided to dedicate his entire future to automobiles. He first became a racing driver and later worked as a team manager. During the 1930s, he managed Alfa Romeo's racing operations. Cars were always at the center of his life. Then something happened that changed everything. When Alfa Romeo took direct control of its racing team in 1939, Enzo left the company, but that wasn't all. He also signed a non-compete agreement that prevented him from using his own name in motorsport for 4 years. It was a difficult period. Finally, in 1947, the agreement expired, and Ferrari took a clever path forward. He built his first car bearing his own name, the 125S. It was powered by a 1.5-liter V12 engine. The model was produced in limited numbers. The company's priority was racing, while selling road cars came second. In fact, they have never intended to become a road car manufacturer. Ferrari sold road cars simply to finance its racing program. This is an important point because it became the company's philosophy. That philosophy has never changed. In 1969, due to financial difficulties, Ferrari sold 50% of the company to Fiat. However, until his death in 1988, he continued to oversee the racing operations. In 2015, Ferrari went public under the ticker symbol RACE with a valuation of approximately $10 billion. 10 years later, the company's market value had grown to more than $95 billion, making it one of the most valuable companies in history on a per-car sold basis. In 2024, Ferrari delivered 13,752 cars and generated 6.7 billion euros in revenue, while achieving an operating profit margin of 28.3%. They truly set themselves apart when it comes to profitability. The average Ferrari costs around $500,000, and customers wait for years to receive certain models. Enzo founded the company to win races. The world eventually discovered that people were willing to pay almost any price to own the car that won those races. When people think of exclusivity, Ferrari will always come to mind. 4. Lamborghini. Ferruccio Lamborghini was the intelligent son of a farmer who'd built a successful tractor company. By the late 1950s, his father's business had grown enormously. Ferruccio had accumulated enough wealth to live comfortably for the rest of his life. The key point was that he had become wealthy enough to buy a Ferrari 250 GT. He purchased one and thoroughly enjoyed driving it, but there was one problem. The clutch kept failing. He personally looked into the issue. When knowledgeable mechanics inspected the car, they discovered that the clutch Ferrari was using was almost identical to the commercial part used in Lamborghini tractors. This caught Ferruccio's attention. He personally brought his complaint to Enzo Ferrari. Enzo did not respond positively. After that meeting, Ferruccio decided to build a better car than Ferrari. That decision would change his life forever. In 1963, he founded Lamborghini in Sant'Agata, Bologna, Italy, just 25 kilometers away from the Ferrari factory. He made remarkably intelligent decisions. For example, he hired engineers who had previously worked for Ferrari and Maserati. He unveiled his first prototype at the Turin Motor Show in October 1963. During the oil crisis of the 1970s, financial difficulties led to 3 different ownership changes and eventually bankruptcy in 1978. Audi, part of the Volkswagen Group, acquired Lamborghini in 1998. Under Volkswagen's management, the company regained stability and continued to grow. In 2024, Lamborghini produced 10,687 cars and generated 3.10 billion euros in revenue. One man made a decision, remained determined, and as a result, Lamborghini was born. 3. Bugatti. Ettore Bugatti was born in Milan in 1881 as the son of an artist. He had the kind of upbringing that many people would envy. He studied engineering, but he always thought like an artist. That artistic spirit never left him. He decided to follow that artistic identity within himself. In 1909, he founded his own company in the town of Molsheim in the Alsace region of France. From its earliest days, Bugatti built cars that were not only faster than its competitors, but also more beautiful. That uniqueness quickly attracted attention. The Type 35 became the most successful racing car of its era by winning more than 2,000 races throughout the 1920s. The Type 41 Royale, of which only 6 examples were built, became one of the largest and most expensive automobiles in history. Responsibility for the company's designs was taken over by Ettore's son, Jean Bugatti. The entire family shared an extraordinary artistic spirit. Then tragedy struck. Jean Bugatti lost his life in 1939 while testing a racing car. Shortly afterward, Ettore Bugatti also passed away in 1947. Having lost its founders, the company gradually weakened and completely ceased operations in 1963. Volkswagen acquired the rights to the Bugatti brand in 1998 and brought it back to life. Introduced in 2005, the Veyron featured a 1,001 horsepower, 16-cylinder engine, became the first production car to exceed 400 kilometers per hour and carried a price tag of more than $1 million. The car became such a legend that even people with no interest in automobiles knew its name. After astonishing the entire world with the Veyron, Bugatti introduced the Chiron in 2016, producing 1,500 horsepower with a starting price of $3 million. In 2021, Volkswagen transferred Bugatti to a joint venture between the Croatian electric car company Rimac and Porsche. 55% of the new company, called Bugatti Rimac, is owned by Rimac, whose founder also serves as its CEO. In February 2024, Bugatti unveiled the successor to the Chiron, featuring a new V16 hybrid electric powertrain. The company produces fewer than 100 cars per year and generated approximately $365 million in revenue in 2024. 2. McLaren. Bruce McLaren was a racing driver who moved from New Zealand to England in the late 1950s in order to compete in Formula One. I'm talking about a man who was completely in love with racing. He was also deeply passionate about the engineering side of the sport. In 1963, at just 26 years old, he founded his own racing team. McLaren achieved its first Formula One victory at the Belgian Grand Prix in 1968. On June 2, 1970, while testing a Can-Am race car at the Goodwood Circuit, the bodywork of Bruce McLaren's car separated at high speed, causing a fatal crash. He was only 32 years old. His death brought tremendous sadness to the racing world. But life always moves on. The team continued after his passing. Under the leadership of Ron Dennis, who took control of the team in the early 1980s, McLaren became one of the greatest teams in Formula One history. Between 1988 and 1991, the team won 3 consecutive Constructors' Championships. During the 1988 season, Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost raced together as teammates and won 15 of the season's 16 races. They truly had reached the pinnacle of motorsport. In 1993, McLaren introduced the legendary F1 road car, featuring a centrally positioned driver's seat, a BMW V12 engine, and a top speed of 391 kilometers per hour. At the time of its launch, it was the fastest production car in the world. McLaren established its dedicated road car division in 2010. In 2024, the team won the Formula One Constructors' Championship for the first time since 1998. Although its road car division generated $815.5 million in revenue during that same year, the company still reported a net loss of $257.5 million that same year. McLaren has never been able to completely separate its ambitions of building road cars from the enormous costs of developing championship-winning racing machines. Did you notice something here? The greatest thing all of these brands have in common is their passion for Formula One. Horacio Pagani was born in Santa Fe province of Argentina. His father was a baker. Unlike the other stories, he did not grow up in a wealthy family. But there was something different about this young boy. From a very early age, he obsessively built model cars. When he turned 20, he wrote a letter to Lamborghini applying for a job. He never received a reply. In 1983, he moved to Italy and tried again. This time, he was hired. He worked at Lamborghini for many years and became one of the automotive industry's most talented carbon fiber specialists. He was truly in love with every single part of an automobile. When he suggested that Lamborghini invest in the equipment necessary to develop advanced carbon fiber components, the company rejected his proposal. At this very point, the story becomes worthy of a movie. Just a moment ago, I told you how fascinating Lamborghini's founding story was. Does history repeat itself? I think it does. The exact same situation that Ferrari and Lamborghini experienced was about to happen once again. That rejected proposal marked the end of Horacio Pagani's career at Lamborghini. In 1991, he founded Modena Design, a composite materials consulting company. The company supplied carbon fiber components to Formula One teams as well as Ferrari, Daimler, and many other manufacturers. But that wasn't enough. In 1992, he founded Pagani Automobili. He spent 7 years developing his first car and financed the entire project with his own resources until 1998. At the 1999 Geneva Motor Show, he unveiled the Zonda C12. Every bolt on the car was made of titanium. Every surface was crafted entirely by hand. The interior resembled a jewelry workshop far more than an automobile factory. The automotive world was left speechless. Everyone admired the design. The Zonda remained in production for more than a decade through various versions. It was replaced by the Huayra in 2011. Today, the brand's current model is the Utopia. Pagani produces approximately 40 to 50 cars per year. The company generated $161 million in revenue in 2024 and employs 242 people. Horacio Pagani still serves as the company's CEO, chief designer, and chief engineer. He is a man whose effort can be found in every aspect of the business and who is deeply in love with every single part of the automobile. Now you know the stories behind the world's greatest supercar brands. 5 founding stories that are almost nothing alike, yet they all share a few common traits. The greatest of them all is passion. Ferrari was founded on the racetrack by a man who sold road cars so he could continue racing. Lamborghini was born from the anger of a man whose complaint was not taken seriously. Bugatti was brought back to life by a German industrial giant because its name was simply too valuable to disappear forever. McLaren grew from a racing team that managed to survive after the death of its founder and eventually became a global powerhouse. Pagani, on the other hand, was the creation of the son of an Argentine baker who refused to give up while everyone told him it couldn't be done. They were all incredibly passionate men who truly believed in both their work and themselves. We have reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel because there are hundreds more incredible stories just waiting to be told.